Hello everyone and welcome to my show. I'm your girl Melody Trice, and you know I'm all about living life unlimited. Well, in life we have a lot of things that cause us to be limited. Well, my guests, they didn't allow anything or anyone to draw them away from the plan that God has for their life. So I want you guys to stay tuned because after this break, we'll be right back.
Find good stuff at Goodwill and bring good home.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My next guest, I want to welcome her, Anita Hawkins, to the show. Come on down. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to have you on the show today.
I'm excited to be here.
Because you are doing so many amazing things and how you have turned life situations into promising opportunities for yourself, right?
Yes.
I see you have this book here that's called The Storm After the Storm. Girl, what is that all about?
The Storm After the Storm is based on my life. The character in the book, her name is Andrea, which means storm, and it's who she is after a life storm of events.
Wow.
So from child molestation, rape, teen pregnancy, I was a teen mom, told I was a whore, I wasn't going to do anything with my life, and going from that and walking into a spirit of total forgiveness and enlightenment, and it's just who she is, who I am after a life storm of events.
Wow, that's so touching because so many women, even myself, can relate to a lot of those situations. Well, what were some of the things that you did to really overcome those situations that you went through in your early stages of life?
Well, a lot of prayer, a lot of remembering the foundation that my grandmother set for me, forgiveness, because I had to, in order for me to even get through the first steps of the process, it was forgiving first and healing. So to be able to let all of that go and not living in a state of victimization and realizing, hey, in order for me to become victorious, I gotta let all that go.
Yes.
I can sit and I can not allow that scab to heal, or I can say, you know what, we're gonna let that go and we're gonna keep moving forward.
Wow.
Because I can't get past that if I don't let it go.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of letting it go.
Because you really do that for yourself.
It is, and I had to, I believe for a number of years I walked around in shame. This book allowed me to free myself from my own bondage because I didn't know who I was. It was about everybody else. I've been a mom since I was 15. So being able to be me and become me and realize that I'm not who they said that I am. I'm not that person. I'm so far beyond that. And I have so much more to offer the world. And after publishing this book, I remember I was in the state of Texas I've been there 14 years, and nobody knew who I was. And when I published this book, people said, well, where have you been?
Okay.
Where are you? Like, where you come from? And I said, well, I've been here 14 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom. And, you know, I took a chance and I invested in myself in 2011. And that's something that, as women, that we don't do because we're so busy with our lives, whether we're married, taking care of children, going to work, whatever that looks like, we never take the time to say, you know what, I want to invest in me. And what does that investment look like? What does that entail? Who can I connect with? Because we have so many different people, say women, or just the people that we're accustomed married to being around. We need to change our circle. So it was a matter of me changing that and connecting with like-minded women that I wanted to mirror. I needed to find women that I wanted to look like, that didn't look like me. So what does that look like? And it was me going out and saying, you know what? All I got to do is write it down, make it plain.
Okay.
And then I can live it.
You can live it.
And literally speak those things into the universe. And like, I don't know if you've read the book, The Secret. That's like one of my favorite books. I don't care where I go, whether it's driving into a parking lot and claiming a parking space. When I get to this parking lot, I'm not going to have to worry about a parking space. It's going to be open.
Yeah.
And it happens every time. And people think that I'm crazy, but I claim it.
I relate in so many ways because You know, to me, I just believe that when God puts something in your heart and He puts something in your mind, and you have already been destined for success. And one thing that you said that stood out to me so much was when you said, "I'm not what they said I am." You know,
Right.
That's so powerful, because a lot of people become what people say they are. They say you're a failure, you believe you're a failure, you become a failure. But
Right.
no, I'm not that person. Oh, you're a mean person. No, I'm not mean. I am who God said I am. I can do
Right.
more than what you even say I can do, because I know who I am now. And one of the things that you're making me believe and feel, you know who you are. Through all the pain, through all whatever you went through, it's like I have identified who I am, and now I'm taking my territory back.
That's right.
Wow. So with the things you went through, how do you use those tools to be able to educate your kids to know that they are enough?
Well, my son is 26 and my daughter is 17.
Wow.
And a lot of people said like early on that I shared too much with them. And I said, well, nobody shared enough with me. So it's important
Yes.
for me to share those things, because I'd rather them learn it from me than learn it on the street.
Yes.
Or, get misinformed
Yes.
on the things that they need to be truly informed about.
Wow.
So I'm always talking to them, about whether it's about sex, whether it's about their friends, or, relationships, whatever that looks like. And I'm open with the things that I've gone through in my past. This is what Mama went through. And I tell my daughter, I say, you've already broken the curse. You're 17. You don't have a baby. I was 15 with the son. I said, so you've already gone further than your mother already. I said, and understand.
Wow.
And I realize that anything that you birth should always go further than you.
Amen to
So
that, girl.
I always push my children to go, hey, whatever it is that you want to do. And that's actually how I ended up here in LA. My daughter came to me and she looked at me and she said, I know this is my child. My daughter looked at me and she said, Mom, Texas is not for me. And I said, what do you mean? I said, it's the only place you know. You're born and raised in Texas. And she said, well, I'm a gifted child, right?
Oh.
And Texas does not get me. She said, I'm a triple threat. I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm an actress. Anything that I want to be, I can be. And she said, Texas doesn't get me. She said, all of my instructors, everyone that I work with, they're in California. That's where I need to be. And she said, would you be willing to make the sacrifice for me to finish out school in California?
Wow.
And I said, come on, let's do it.
Wow.
And that's how I ended up here.
That's
in
amazing.
California.
Well, look, you hold on to that thought, because that's, wow, you guys, I'm speechless, and I don't get speeches right. I love to talk. Stay tuned, because after this break, we're going to talk some more with her. We'll be right back. That's powerful, girl.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
So you guys, welcome back. We are here with Anita Hawkins. So, we was talking earlier about your move to California. And how has this move, I know you did it for your daughter, but I'm seeing you flourish. You like a butterfly. You just blossoming. So what did that mean to you, just to be able to live out some of your dreams and expectations as well?
I really didn't think that this move was for me at all. Wow. And I said, I've been here since February 2017. And my spiritual mother told me, she said, you really think that this move is for Troy, but it's for you. And I said, I don't understand. I don't see what you're saying, because I don't like nothing about California. I said, I'm not a California girl. I said, this is for my daughter. I take her to school, I pick her up, and I'm at home. I do what I'm back and forth with my philanthropy in Dallas and wherever else it takes me. I said, but I don't like nothing about California. I said, it's not for me. She said, you'll see.
Wow.
So this year, 2019,
the birthing year.
The birthing year, I can say the last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, we partnered with the Green Room Management. So I am now a talent manager here in LA.
Wow.
Yes.
That is so, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
mean, I'm all about Life Unlimited, and truly that is really giving actors, singers, dancers opportunity to live unlimited in the industry.
Yes.
That's big, girl.
Definitely.
Oh my, give me 5. I gotta get 5 from everybody. Oh my God. So, with being here and with your book, when people read this book, what do you want them to leave with, knowing the thoughts that you want to go through their head?
Learning how to master their storms. And that's what most of us don't know how to do. We get in the low points and we have our high points and we have the in-between. But where do you go? Who do you talk to? How do you make that transformation?
Wow.
But of course, it's all about mastering that storm. How do you do that? And I do have a workbook in the back of the book on how to master your storms. And sometimes we forget that we're human. And everything is audiovisual. We're all on social media. We're trying to keep up with what everybody else is doing.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, you can only wear your own skin. You can only travel in your own shoes.
That's true.
So let's master what we have. And that's what that's about.
Because when you go to sleep, that brain of yours is still your brain thinking in those thoughts.
It is.
So, with your daughter doing her thing and you doing your thing, what are some of the expectations you see for yourself besides that? Being a talent manager, talent agent, do you see for yourself the things that you want to do, the more things you want to accomplish in 2019?
My heart and my passion is my nonprofit organization.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Which is Find One Reason to Smile. And I birthed Find One Reason to Smile in December 2014. And the mission behind it was totally different from what it is today. Initially, I was just literally out trying to help other organizations. And one organization in particular was Women Called Moses in Dallas, Texas. I searched for her and I said, I want to help you. I want to raise money for you. And she said, well, who are you? And I said, I'm trying to give you some free money, lady. I'm trying to give you some money. And I said, I asked her what was her need, and she said, we need money that beyond anything else to put all of these women that are victims of domestic abuse and children and men as well that are victims of domestic abuse, we need to find housing for them. So for 4 years, I helped her. My first initiative, I raised $8,000. I said, whatever I raise, I'm gonna match it. So I wrote her a check for $16,000. And last year, October 2017, I myself, with no help from any outside organizations, I purchased the first safe haven in the southern sector of Dallas, Texas, in the name of Women Called Moses.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
But I wanted to take it a step further. So I said, what we're doing right now, my initiative right now, is to all of those women, any woman that's in any organization in the United States, I don't care what city or state that you go into, there's a safe haven, there's a shelter, there's something that's, protecting or giving a hand out or a hand up to those women and children that need to be saved. A lot of women that have been abused or sex trafficked have their teeth knocked out.
Really?
Their teeth have decayed. There's a lot of women that have no teeth. And you give them all the tools that they need. You can put them through every program. But in order for me to walk with boldness and confidence,
your smile.
what does that logo look like? That logo is so important. So what we're doing right now, we're looking for partnerships with dental practices, with any sponsors that want to come on board, because we want to reinvent those logos for those women.
That's amazing. That's powerful, because your smile means everything.
It does.
That's your card.
That's your logo.
That's
the first thing I see. When I look at you, I see your T-zone.
Yeah.
I see all this. That's what I see.
And women do have that confidence when they see their smile, no matter what nobody else say, whatever they've been through, when they can look themselves in the mirror and say,
right.
It's something about that.
It is.
Oh my God. Well, look, I definitely want everybody to stay in contact with you. And if they want to help partner with you, I want them to be able to. So can you let everybody know how they can find you?
I am Anita Hawkins. I can be on all social media outlets, on Twitter, AEH Fashion, Instagram, AEH Fashion, Find One Reason to Smile, Facebook, Anita Hawkins. I'm everywhere.
She everywhere. Google her, honey.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I definitely want to make sure that everyone read this book, right? The Storm After the Storm, because it's going to help them, empower them to get through some storms, So you guys, I want you to stay tuned, because after this break, will be more. We'll have more coming up next. We'll be back.
Son, Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
I want to welcome my next guest, Andrea Ward, to the show. Come on down. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. So happy to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you have been busy, girl. Well, you look phenomenal.
And you look amazing.
Thank you. And I know that this has been a transformation and journey for you. So tell us what sparked this transformation, especially in the appearance, girl.
Well, it started, I come from a domestic violence background, and I just didn't like my appearance and, what I was seeing in the mirror. So I wanted to change my complete image totally. So I started with my weight, and I decided to go cold turkey on Thanksgiving.
Wow, on Thanksgiving, the day that you eat everything, right?
All the good stuff that you shouldn't be eating.
Yes. And I mean, when I hear you talk about the fact of being in a domestic violence relationship, do you believe that that kind of sparked the weight gain?
Yes. Due a brief period of time, I went through postpartum depression because I just had a little girl. And she's so beautiful. But, with postpartum depression and domestic violence, it kind of just goes two and two, and you actually triple your weight gain as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you decided to go cold turkey and some of those transitions that you had to make, what were some of those things you had to do in order for you to really reach your goal?
Well, for starters, I had to change my mindset. Your mindset is key. Whatever your motivation is, you have to start there within yourself. And the second thing I had to do was cut out things out of my diet, such as like chicken, and I love chicken.
Oh my God.
I love chicken.
Yes.
Beef, pork.
Wow.
Fish, okay, now that's a challenging part because I'm from Baltimore. And that was like the last thing I had to cut out.
Wow.
But it was all worth it. Every couple weeks, I cut out one meat every 3 weeks.
Really? And I mean, to see the glow on you, you're doing a lot of things. You're a philanthropist. You really are a celebrity fashion designer, an actress, a model. I mean, you have done so many things to really showcase that you are unlimited. I mean, so what are some of the expectations you see for yourself that you see yourself going for 2019?
Well, 2019, I see myself launching my first film.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's big. So that means you're producing and writing.
Definitely producing and writing. A lot of hands-on work, and I didn't really have guidance on that, so I had to research and learn. The same way I became a designer.
Wow.
I didn't go to school for that either. I learned from YouTube.
Really? Isn't it amazing how you can just gain that knowledge and then change your whole life?
Yes, as long as you're motivated and you have that perseverance to doing that, and as long as you see like that goal, whatever your dream is, whatever you see yourself within the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you just have to speak that into existence every day, and it's going to happen.
I think those I am affirmations really pay off because as time progresses, it becomes your reality. And you're living your dream. You're doing things that you probably didn't think you would be doing 10, 15 years ago. Like, oh my God, I'm living in LA because you say you're from Baltimore.
Yes.
And now you have your baby. So what is your motivation though? I mean, because I hear you say a lot about motivation, but what is your motivation to keep you going?
My daughter. My daughter, my family, God, of course.
Yes.
Without him, nothing is possible.
Nothing.
I wouldn't even be sitting here with you today if it were not for him. But most importantly, my daughter.
Wow. And I mean, to be a parent and still be able to live your dreams, how do you balance it? Because I mean, girl, it's a challenge all by itself being a parent, but being able to live out your dream and to fight those thoughts that you had previous and now be a whole person. How do you do that?
Well, the balancing part is really challenging. It's just sometimes you have to make a lot of sacrifices, whether it's your personal time or the girls' night out or a date night. I make those sacrifices for a reason and for a purpose too. And the purpose goes far beyond me. So I do it just so my daughter will have a foundation, a future, and an empire so that she may grow and prosper, and that I could be the best influence and example to young women that are going through domestic violence or life after domestic violence, because in most situations, you know, you don't have that guidance. You don't have that person to just sit next to you step by step and to tell you how to reclaim your life, reclaim your youth, reclaim you, and reform yourself.
That's true. I mean, I went through a situation with domestic violence, and it really takes something from you as a person. And, you know, to get to know you again, it's so big, you know. It's so big to say, okay, you know what? I am enough. I'm beautiful. God made me beautiful. And I know you started an organization to really help people, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Well, I started my own company called Wicked Things Boutique.
Yes.
So originally I started out as a designer, and you know, fashion was another way of me escaping my past, giving me something to look forward to and to motivate and to push myself. But I didn't think it would take me this far. You know, one day I was on the internet, next week I was flying out to Mercedes-Benz to showcase. I'd never did a show ever in my life, and you know what, and I pray every day, and you know, as long as you believe in God, anything is really possible. And I use fashion platforms to give back to battered women and children, because in most cases a lot of families are affected by it, especially like the women and the children. And sometimes the abuser is financially in control of everything. So it makes it harder for families to escape that. So as for myself, I want to set an example like, hey, I've been in your shoes. You can make anything possible if you believe, and if you take that one step, just walking away and reclaiming your life, you will never regret it.
Wow, that is so powerful. But we want to talk some more, you know, because girl, that's deep. Look, you guys, stay tuned, because we want to talk about her appearance on the Steve Harvey Show. We'll be back after this break.
Find good stuff at Goodwill and bring good home.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Andrea Ward, philanthropist, entrepreneur, fashion designer, actress, now producer. Okay, writer and all that. I think that's so amazing, because you are truly an example of living life unlimited. And I know you were just recently on the Steve Harvey Show. So tell us about that appearance, girl.
That appearance was, it was quite the experience. Honestly, I was not expecting to go on a show. I was not expecting anything. Wow. It just goes to show you that how awesome God is.
Yes, really. I mean, to just be able to see some people that we grew up in, and to be in their life, to be in their circle, I mean, that's really big. I've seen you do shows. I've seen you, you know, have models walk fashion runways with your clothing on, celebrities to walk the red carpet with your clothing on, and to know that God is using it as a tool to let people know that they're not limited. Any woman that's going through a situation, that's especially dealing with domestic violence, is not limited in her situation. It's all about, like you say, take that one step. I mean, so look, I just have to ask you, and I mean, you know, we all need advice. What advice would you give to other women who would love to do what you're doing? Not just the fact of dealing with domestic violence, but would just love to be able to have that weight loss, to be able to say, you know what, I can create my own film. So tell us about that. Give us some advice.
Well, my first advice is always believe in yourself. Never deny yourself of any opportunities or any chances. Never doubt yourself. Self-doubt is like the first dream killer.
That's true.
And it ruins opportunities. And most importantly, get a mentor. Watch a ton of films, study, and research online. You know, try to collaborate with other filmmakers and creators, you know, or sometimes you could learn from an actor, because actors, they take on a lot of different characters, they're on a different sets, and you know, and they have to kind of just adapt to that character's personality. So the more you interact and kind of network and talk with people, the more you can actually learn from that. Sometimes sitting in front of a computer or reading a book may not do the justice, but actually getting out into the world and networking, you know, because you never know, your opportunity could be knocking right at the door, or could be sitting next to you, maybe drinking a mimosa.
Okay. Wow. And that makes a difference, because to me, your network is your net worth, you know, because the people that you surround yourself with really empowers you to become who it is that you want to be. Like, if you want to be this phenomenal actor, then you want to watch people who are phenomenal. You want to be in the surrounding of those people, because it will motivate you, right?
Absolutely.
And then when you said about YouTube, oh my God, YouTube, social media, how important and how has that impacted your life, right? With social media right now, because the platforms are so big.
They are huge. Actually, social media is a big key in my success. And, you know, I'm still building, but I'm also becoming very successful as I'm building too. And I'm leaving a track record and a mark for other people to take notice and want to do their research and want to follow what I'm going through, and kind of just look up to me.
Okay, because they look up to you, because I look up to you, and I love your dresses. They are absolutely beautiful. Maybe, you know, as I trim down a little bit more, I could possibly put one on.
Oh no, you are perfect the way you are. I have stuff for you in every size.
Oh my God, and that's the thing, is the fact that when you are a designer, how you make sure that you have something for everybody, you know? Because everybody needs to feel love about who they are and who they are as a person. Well, I definitely want everybody to stay following you on all your social media, and how they can contact you, and even, you know, with the acting, how people can, you know, be a part of your movie that's coming out soon. So could you let them know?
Yes. So you guys can follow me at Wicked Things Boutique on IG, also wickedthingsboutique.net, and AndreaWardOfficial.com.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, I have some amazing guests who really is living life unlimited. So make sure you follow them. They're doing some great things that can help you, because knowledge is power, right? So that's why they give out the information, so that you can contact them, so that your life too can become much more freer, right? Unlimited life. So I want you to follow me on all my social media, as well as we're now on Roku TV, Melody Trice Television, and Amazon Fire TV as well. Till next time, you guys. Bye.